Hey there, everybody. I had a request to do a video about how to tag better, and I'm going to use Redbubble here as an example, but you could use this for Teepublic or Society6 or any of the print-on-demand upload sites. So let's get started here. I've got 5 tips on how we can tag better, in this case on Redbubble. Okay, tip number 1 is pretty straightforward. Basically, take a look at best-selling designs on whatever platform you're looking at, in this case, Redbubble. Let's see what the best-selling designs have, and we can just take a look and get inspired from that. So I go on Redbubble and I type in something, in this case, funny nurse, and let's see what comes up. So we get 38,065 results. Well, I'm going to select the ones right near the top. So I'm going to pick that Dog Tur Classic t-shirt because the ones that are the top are the best-selling designs. So here we can see there's a cute dog design that says Dog Tur Classic t-shirt. I'm going to click on that one and let's take a look at the tags for that design. So if you're new to Redbubble, or if you haven't really taken a look at the product page, the tags are down near the bottom. So we can see here at the top, we've got the guy and the girl, they've got the t-shirt. We can see the description on the right-hand side. Scroll right down to the very bottom of the page, and you'll see a whole bunch of tags. Chances are you'll see a whole bunch of tags because this is a best-selling design. By definition, it's selling well, which means lots of people have seen it. So reverse engineering that, chances are they've got good tags because that's how you get seen on Redbubble. Okay, so here we are down at the bottom of the page, and we can see that there's t-shirt tags, all product tags, and other products. So what I would suggest is when you upload your design, have a look at some of the best-selling ones. Don't just jump in and just start uploading anything you want. You want to think of it as more of a pull strategy. And what I mean by that is design something with selling it in mind. So what happens a lot of times is we go onto Redbubble and we get inspiration and we go, I'm going to upload a bunch of funny dog t-shirts. And you just start uploading. And you spend your whole life uploading design after design, and you're not really making any sales. What you want to do instead is a little bit of market research. Go to the best-selling designs like this one and see how they're tagged. Notice this one that's got a dog that says Dog Tur, play on words. There's stethoscope t-shirts, doctor t-shirts, nurse t-shirts. They didn't just put Dog Tur. They wrote a whole bunch of different tags, and you can see here it's paid off because any of these search designs, and some of them are pretty thin slices, they would have this t-shirt show up as a result. It's a pretty good example of how tagging increases your visibility on Redbubble. Okay, tip number 2 is pretty straightforward. You want to avoid sentences and you want to have 1 or 2 word tags. So I put single words just because it's easy to remember, but basically you want short, sweet tags. So I've got 3 examples here, and again, you could extrapolate into whatever design genre that you're using. But for example, instead of writing full head of hair with a beard for a tag, let's say you're doing mustache designs or beard designs, on the right-hand side, I've got the ones in green that are the more recommended ones: head, hair, beard, hipster. Now you can have 2 word tags as well, but I would avoid writing full sentences. You're using up bandwidth because you're only allowed to have so many tags, and it's not going to add any value. So cute cat with ice cream cone, it doesn't really help you. You'd want to have cat, kitten, ice cream. And what you'll do is over time, especially if you're drilled down on a genre, you'll get a little more knowledgeable about the genre. So for example, I do a lot of cat and dog designs. So I know that when I say dog, in my mind, I'm thinking puppy, pug, German Shepherd, lab, golden retriever, dog owner, gift for dog owner. These are all tags that just instantly come to mind. So it'd be the same sort of thing if you were designing for carpenters, nurses, fishing, whatever your genre would be. Now, if tagging seems like a bit of a chore, and it does to me, I'll be honest with you, it's not the most fun part of uploading a design because it's not really visual. I've got Word documents set up for different genres with different tags already in there separated by a comma. So here's just an example. I just made this one up. But if you were doing, say, a fishing design, you could have a Word document with your 50 or 100 tags in there, and you can just go to a thesaurus online and just start pumping in words. You can even use Word, Microsoft Word itself, and you can find synonyms, and you can just basically start putting stuff in there. I'd recommend that you do plays on words like like tourist, tourism, global travel, world traveler. These are similar, but you can have, a little bit of overlap in these tags as well. The third tip is about your upload description. When you're uploading into Redbubble in this case, or it could be Teepublic or any of the other print-on-demand websites, it's important to have you need to look like a human. You need to have actual data in your profile. So what that means is go into your profile description and update it. Put a profile picture up there. Google is now smart enough that it knows the difference between a real human, in many cases, and a bot, or at least it's getting smarter in that regard. Of course, I don't know Google, I don't work for Google, but what you want to do is on Redbubble, in this case, you'd want to upload a description for your design in addition to the tags. Now, if you're wondering where the description is, I've just got an example here. I'm uploading a design, pretty straightforward. It says wet paint, and when I'm uploading it's right underneath the tags, it says description as well. Now, you don't have a ton of space to enter it, but you'd want to put something in there. And the way I do it, this is my opinion, is I try to make it human. I try to, as if I was selling it to you in person. So I would write here, funny, cute design for the painter in your life, or here's a great design if you enjoy painting, or here's a nice design for your art studio, something like that. And it's not necessarily a tag, but Google will sweep through Redbubble and it will pick it up, and its algorithms will take a look at it and go, this is a real thing. It's not just a robot trying to sell you something. So again, I don't work for Google. I don't have inside knowledge about it, but I found the more descriptive you can be, the better it shows up in the search engine. And again, here's a great example. Let's pick a best-selling design and let's take a look at their description. So here's one, music classic t-shirt, and this is by a relatively well-selling artist on Redbubble. And we can scroll down the page and we can see they have a description for this shirt. And the description's not necessarily wordy. Here it just says, the day of the cassette tape is lost, but not forgotten. Many of us owe our youth to these plastic cartridges. It's great because now when Google sweeps it, it will pick up cassette tape, plastic cartridge. It'll pick up, who knows what Google picks up, right? But it's going to pick up something. And it looks, because it's a couple sentences, it looks like a human being has written this. It's not just a spam bot trying to get people to, drive to that site. It's great. I think this is a great example of a nice description. Okay, tip number 4 is Google Trends. I wanted to pick a couple things that are free. Yes, of course, you could drop big money. You could spend money on tagging, keyword SEO, which is search engine optimization. Well, there's no point in watching a YouTube video to get tips if you're just going to spend the money to go do that. So I tried to design these tips for things that you could do for free, okay? So I know there's paid options out there, but this is a nice free option. You can go to Google Trends, and to get there, just go to Google, type in the word Google Trends, and the website will pop up. And it's a pretty neat website, and I would really recommend you take some time to really learn how Google Trends works. It's not only really informative, but it's kind of fun too. Okay, so here's the Google Trends website, and you basically enter a search term. And in my case, I'm going to enter like funny cat, and we'll see what comes up. So I've entered funny cat and I've hit enter, and I can see there's the interest over time on funny cat, but I'm going to scroll down on this website, and I'm going to see underneath that line graph and see what the interest is here with funny cat. When I go to the bottom of the page, I can see a couple things. On the left side, there's related topics, and sometimes that helps. Sometimes you see some really weird stuff that has nothing to do with what you typed in, but hey, who knows how Google works. On the right-hand side, I've got related queries, and this I find a little bit more helpful. And I can see there's things like Doja Cat, funny kitty cat videos, and there's actually 25 queries, so I can scroll through that and I can see. Now, you might find the occasional home run idea, but often you'll just find a lot of sort of related words, and the idea here is to give you inspiration. So you can go, oh yeah, when I type in cat, I'd also need to include kitten, kitty, kitty cat, tabby cat, alley cat, adopted cat, I love adoption. Like there's all sorts of different design options you can come out with as far as tags. So it's more to get inspiration from it. Tip number 5 is just Google's website, which is a really powerful website. Most of us just use Google because we want to learn something, so we type something into the Google search engine, and then whatever the website is that pops up, that's what we click on. So we're going to use Google here a little bit differently. And again, there's paid options out there, but Google is free, so I wanted to include that as one of the 5 tips. Okay, so I'm going to continue with my funny cat design here. So I'm just got a fictitious funny cat design in my head. I want to find some keywords for it. So I type in funny cat, and I started to type in funny cat videos. So funny cat V, and we can see that the autocomplete feature is on. And so it's going to start returning similar looking search results. So you might get some inspiration from these. For example, funny cat meme, M-E-M-E-S, funny cat memes, right? Funny cat toddler. Oh, interesting. I never thought about that. I'm uploading a bunch of funny cat designs. Maybe I want to have some funny cat designs specifically for children. Or maybe I want to have some funny cat designs specifically for women, or for a certain part of the world, or for a certain genre. Maybe nurses, maybe like, for example, nurses is hot right now with, COVID, right? So that's a hot search topic, right? So maybe you do nursing, but it's a cat wearing a nursing outfit. So this is a great idea to get ideas for upload designs, plus the tagging as well. Another way you can use Google is you just type in funny cat videos, for example, and then scroll down the page. Don't worry about the first result that comes up. Scroll right down to the bottom of the page. And when you do that, you wind up getting to a page down at the bottom where it says people also search for. And what you can do there is you can see there's like funny cat animation, funny cat memes, funny cat dialogue, funny cat caption. So you can at least see some inspiration. Now, underneath that, you can see there's cute animals, types of pets, domesticated animals, and you can actually expand those options, and you can search through those as well. This is one of the reasons why it's called surfing the web, because you look up a website and then you surf over to another website and you start surfing different sites. So the internet can be a great time suck, because I started off with funny cat videos and now I'm looking at cute animals or different types of cats. So it's, again, this is mostly used for inspiration regarding tags. Down at the very bottom, you'll see searches related to funny cat videos, and you can see super funny cat videos, new funny cat videos, try not to laugh. You can see different years. So again, the mileage will vary here depending on your search result. But the idea here is that you can use a combination of these 5 tips, and you can find some new ideas for tags that actually work. Or maybe, and this is where I've actually found some great value in this, you find some really obvious ones that I've just forgotten. I went, oh, of course, when you type in funny cat, why not use cute cat or adorable cat? That sort of thing. Or cat breeds is another one that comes up. So I'm just using cat as an example, but this is pretty applicable if you're searching for tags for lots of different genres as well. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful. As always, if you've got any tips or tricks that you want to share with the community, throw them down in the comments. I really appreciate you watching. Consider subscribing. Thanks again, guys.